you can run it at 1 to 3x your not target raw, not target CPA, but maybe the actual CPA that you're usually getting. And then what essentially you do, you force the spend. And now I want to talk about something new. Meta introduced not too long ago to some accounts, and it's rolling now, an ad spend and ad level forcing of spend, which is also very good because it basically says, okay, I'm going to put this new ad set inside this campaign. I'm going to introduce a new ad into the campaign, but I want you to force spend into it. I want to actually test it. That's a new way. Some people are doing that. I'm talking about the more, I don't want to say conventional because, this all Andromeda update is quite new, but it's still the best practice as of right now. You know how meta changes. So let's say you're doing 3x your CPA or target CPA on the ABO. You're running something like 3 to 6 ad sets, something like that. You're not, the other issue is that people are looking at ROAS. You're not looking at ROAS at this point. You're looking for the statistical winner. You're looking for the early metrics. You're looking for the engagement rate, the CPM, the CPCs. You want to see something that could sustain and survive 3 to 10 days of big budgets. Okay, so that's what you want to do with the CBO. And then let's say you have, out of those 5-6 ad sets, you have 2 or 3 winners. You take those into one ad set, and then you can do a CBO campaign. And here you want to spend something like, for example, if on the ad sets we spend something like $500, here you want to scale it to at least 2 to 5,000 a day. You want to allow it essentially something like 10 conversions a day, even at really bad CPA, because if it doesn't go out of learning mode, this campaign is highly likely not going to reach anything. I know that in the past, Meta's best practices were not usually best practices, but in here, I can tell you, after testing this specific statement for almost 2 years, there is a direct correlation between the amount of campaigns going out of learning mode and into active and your actual CPA decrease. Basically, you're paying less. So what you want to do is throw it into a CBO campaign, and you don't touch it until it goes out of learning mode. Even if it does well, you do not increase the budget. So that's one thing. The other thing is, how many ad sets am I actually testing? Sometimes people make, and that's one of the largest mistakes, they're making a lot of ads and they want to test everything. And the budget has to be in ratio with the amount of ads that you're actually testing. So the $2,000 would fit the 3 creatives on one ad set, but consider that every ad set and almost every ad also needs to go out of learning mode. So if you're not allowing those 50 conversions into that ad set within a number of days, let's say something like 5 would be kind of like a really good point, then you're essentially not really testing and you're not allowing the creative to go out of learning mode. So if you know that you don't have the cash flow or the patience or the courage to actually test or spend 2 to 5 grand a day, test a lower number of ads